After that day, a new routine began. Every evening after work, Brother Sam would show up at the bank to pick Sister Rhoda up. But something unusual caught her attention. Every single day, he came with a different car. Monday, a black Range Rover. Tuesday, a white Mercedes-Benz. Wednesday, a Lexus SUV. Another day, a shiny sports car that made heads turn at the bank entrance. Soon, even her colleagues began whispering, "Rhoda Dawn Hammer. This one a billionaire husband." See as life just changed. One evening, curiosity finally got the best of her. As they drove home in another luxury vehicle, Sister Rhoda turned to him and asked jokingly, "Brother Sam, do you sell cars?" "No," he replied casually. "So why do you always have different cars?" Brother Sam smiled. "They are my cars." Sister Rhoda almost choked. "Your cars?" "Yes." She looked at him properly for the first time with fresh eyes. "Where do you actually work?" she asked carefully. "A..." Brother Sam adjusted himself proudly. "I do business." "What kind of business?" "I'm into oil and gas." Sister Rhoda was shocked by the level of wealth he displayed so effortlessly. Expensive watches, designer clothes, connections everywhere, constant phone calls from important people. This was a completely different world from the quiet life she was used to. Months passed quickly. Before Sister Rhoda could fully process everything happening around her, Madame Joy called one afternoon. "Miss Rhoda, we are coming to see your family for introduction." Rhoda froze. "Auntie, your brother has not even proposed to me yet." "Don't worry about him," Madame Joy replied quickly. "He is shy and a spoiled brat. Leave everything to us." Things started moving so fast that Sister Rhoda could barely keep up. What was supposed to be a simple family introduction suddenly turned into full traditional marriage preparations. Dates were fixed, families gathered, bride price lists appeared, clothes were sewn, everything felt rushed. Sister Rhoda noticed something strange. Most decisions were not coming from Brother Sam himself. They were coming from Madame Joy and her sisters. In fact, it seemed both she and Brother Sam had little control over their own relationship. The sisters controlled everything: where they would live, what kind of ceremony to do, when she should get pregnant, what she should wear, even how she should behave as a wife. Soon after the wedding, the pressure intensified. "Sister Rhoda," one of the sisters said firmly, "Brother Sam is our only brother. We need babies as soon as possible." Another added, "You also need to quit your job and take care of your husband properly. Money is not your problem anymore." Sister Rhoda became uncomfortable. Just 3 months into her pregnancy, they had already started planning her entire life for her. Confused and worried, she approached her husband one evening. "Sam," she said gently, "I don't want to quit my job." Brother Sam looked uncomfortable. "You have to listen to my sisters," he replied quietly. "But why?" Rhoda asked emotionally. "I worked hard for my career. I'm only 3 months pregnant. I can still work." Brother Sam's face changed immediately. "I said you should listen to my sisters." "I will not quit my job," Sister Rhoda replied firmly for the first time. There was silence. Then Brother Sam looked at her coldly and said, "Then be ready to face the wrath of my sisters." At that moment, Sister Rhoda felt something shift inside her. For the first time since entering the marriage, fear quietly entered her heart. As months passed, the truth Sister Rhoda never expected slowly began to unfold. One evening, while listening to a heated argument between Brother Sam and one of his sisters over money, she overheard something that left her speechless. Those flashy cars Brother Sam used to impress her? Most of them belonged to his sisters. The expensive lifestyle, the endless show of wealth, the image of a powerful businessman, much of it had been carefully created around him by his family. Sister Rhoda's heart sank, but the biggest shock was yet to come. She later discovered that Brother Sam had once been married before. His first wife, according to whispers from relatives, had run away with their little baby because she could no longer handle the pressure, control, and interference from the sisters. Sister Rhoda became deeply confused. What exactly did I enter into? She asked herself repeatedly. Then the real character of Brother Sam slowly revealed itself. He truly was a spoiled brat. Because his sisters defended him constantly, he behaved like a man who could never be corrected. He woke up whenever he liked, disappeared for days, spent recklessly, and answered to nobody. Some days he would leave the house in the morning and not return until midnight, sometimes not even the next day. Whenever Sister Rhoda questioned him, he became aggressive or dismissive. "My sisters understand me," he would say proudly. "You can never replace them." Soon, rumors started reaching Sister Rhoda from neighbors and even church members. Brother Sam was seen with another woman. He lodged in a hotel with somebody. He is always at clubs. At first, she refused to believe it. But eventually, reality became impossible to ignore. One painful afternoon, Sister Rhoda decided to call a family meeting with his sisters present. She hoped maybe they would help speak sense into their brother. With tears in her eyes, she explained everything. "How can a married man be moving around town with different women?" she cried. "I am trying my best in this marriage." The room became quiet for a few seconds. Then one of the sisters leaned back casually and said words that shattered Sister Rhoda completely. "Is that all?" Sister Rhoda looked at her in disbelief. "He is a man," the sister continued boldly. "Men are polygamous in nature. He is free to marry another woman if he wants." Another sister added carelessly, "You are not the first woman in his life, and you may not be the last." That day, something hardened inside Sister Rhoda. As she drove home in silence, she made a decision within herself. "I will never quit my job. At least that is the only thing I truly have right now." The pressure for her to resign from the bank became worse afterward. She was accused of meeting men at work. They called her too independent. They said banking jobs destroy marriages. Eventually, Brother Sam stopped coming home entirely. One day, Madame Joy called her and said firmly, "Your husband will not return until you quit that useless job." Sister Rhoda cried bitterly. Confused and emotionally exhausted, she went to meet her pastor privately for advice. After listening carefully, the pastor sighed deeply and told her, "My sister, with the situation around you, do not quit your job. That may be the only way you survive if things get worse." Those words stayed with her. Months passed. Brother Sam never returned home. The bills piled up. The luxury lifestyle disappeared overnight. Sister Rhoda eventually moved into a much smaller apartment she could afford with her salary while caring for her little baby boy alone. Life became difficult, but she survived. She worked tirelessly. She raised her son. She prayed. She cried silently, some nights after putting her child to sleep. Meanwhile, life continued for Brother Sam too. 3 years passed. Then suddenly, one evening, Sister Rhoda's phone rang. It was Madame Joy. "Sister Rhoda, your husband is sick. He needs you." "Husband?" Rhoda replied coldly. "What happened to his new wife?" There was silence on the phone. Finally, Madame Joy answered quietly, "We never married her officially. You are the legal wife. You have a son for him. Please come and take care of him. He is dying." Sister Rhoda later heard that the woman Brother Sam had been living with disappeared immediately after he suffered a stroke, and the money stopped flowing like before. Now suddenly, the same family and church members who once pressured and silenced her wanted her to return as a good Christian wife. "Marriage is for better or worse," some said. "Forgive him," others advised. "Your son needs his father." God hates divorce. But Sister Rhoda's wounds were still deep. This was the man who abandoned her during pregnancy, the man who watched his sisters humiliate her, the man who chose other women over his home, the man who disappeared while she struggled alone with a baby. Now he was sick, helpless, and abandoned by everyone who once enabled him. And so Sister Rhoda asks, should she go back and care for Brother Sam because of marriage, forgiveness, and Christianity? Or should she protect the peace and stability she fought so hard to rebuild for herself and her son? What advice would you give Sister Rhoda